What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hap Gaming, and I'm joined by
Erik,
Kelly,
Jason,
and Rick.
And this week on 2.5 Stars, we are watching Silver Bullet, directed by Daniel Attias, written by Stephen King, starring Gary Busey, Everett McGill, and Corey Haim. IMDb synopsis: a werewolf terrorizes a small city where lives the paralytic Marty Coleslaw, his uncle, and his sister, the story's narrator. So what'd you guys think? I hated that whole synopsis. It was written real dumb.
Horrible synopsis.
that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't flub the shit out of that, dude.
No,
Nice job.
I read it before this time because it was written stupid.
And so now also is now, did you just say one of those guys' name is Coleslaw?
Yes, the kid's last name is Coleslaw.
I hate
It's
coleslaw.
like coleslaw, it's not coleslaw like the food. It's very close though.
Well, I didn't hate that kid till I learned his last name, and now that just changed the whole movie because I don't like him.
Jason's like, fuck this kid.
Little
Yeah,
shit.
coleslaw's nasty.
Little bitch.
If he was named like mashed potatoes, that'd be awesome. But no, he's got to be coleslaw.
Exactly. Like it's fucking gross.
You don't
Fucking
like
nasty.
mashed potato? Wait, you don't like coleslaw?
I hate
No,
coleslaw.
coleslaw's gross.
Coleslaw's pretty gross.
Have you guys ever had homemade coleslaw?
It's fucking gross.
It's
It doesn't
fucking
matter,
gross.
dude. It's just fucking
No,
gross.
they've never had homemade stuff. They have no idea what they're talking about.
People say that about a lot of shit. Guess what? I don't like it. Doesn't matter how it is.
No, it's fucking
Don't like
gross.
coleslaw.
Coleslaw's nasty.
Yep, it's gross.
It is.
I don't know. I think we're outnumbering you here, man.
Well, this is awkward because starting today, Kraft Coleslaw is our new sponsor.
Oh,
I didn't sign
guys
on
better
to that
back-
sponsor, so fuck it. You know.
Fuck coleslaw.
Hey, you know what? The check already cashed. The check already cleared.
No, it didn't.
It was tasting their coleslaw that made me decide how
Their
horrible it
coleslaw?
was.
You
Their
tasted
coleslaw.
coleslaw? You gross
That's-
fucking-
so
He was a child, Jason.
He's not a child now.
Oh, no, he's dead.
Jason took his innocence.
Well, no, not gonna. I'm just no. No, it's Corey Haim. We'll leave it there.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh yeah, that's kind of a sad story.
yeah.
People should look that up on the internet. Corey Haim, Corey Feldman.
If you didn't already know,
Pedophile.
everybody. I assume everybody.
They should
knows that
know.
one.
It's really sad,
it's
pretty
totally
messed up.
sad.
especially in like Lou or
In
you know,
light of everything else that's
in
going
light
on
of-
right now.
everything that's happening right now. You guys, like
Yeah.
Hollywood sucks ass as far as treating their people good.
Well, we kind of all knew that, but now it's like open to everybody. Like everybody, like it's all over the news. You know, everybody knew it was pretty shitty for people in Hollywood, at least like, you know, especially women. But you know, now it's just out in the news, and you know, these fucking
Did you-
director people and shit are.
Did you hear about the shit with Terry Crews?
I
Like it
did.
doesn't really sound like it's isolated to women. I mean, think about it. If you're
Well,
a
the
guy,
majority is women, though.
like if
What
you're
is I'm
Chris
saying.
Hemsworth, are you gonna come forward and say that you know you sucked Harvey Weinstein's dick or he sucked yours? No, you're not gonna do that.
I
You're gonna
feel
be
like-
like, I'm a tough guy.
I feel like
I'll
Terry
do
Crews
that.
had a pretty, you know, an excuse, not an excuse. He had a reasoning on why he didn't say anything for a long time, though, because he was a, you know, 300-pound, 250-pound black guy, you know, dealing with this guy who's just a, you know, high up executive guy. So if he would have done anything like, you know, deck this guy, like, you know, he probably should have, then it would have been scandal all over the place because nobody would have believed him on what this guy did to him. So
I feel like he should have just reached across and grabbed the guy's junk in return, except like not nicely.
yeah.
And then when the guy starts to complain, look at me like, why would I do that? I'm Terry Crews. I could break this guy's neck. He's over here just making stuff up. I mean, hey wife, did I grab his dick? No, see, told you guys, I didn't grab his dick. I mean, first of all, do you see the size of my hands? How am I gonna fit that guy's tiny dick in my hand? I don't have a fucking set of tweezers. Come on now, officer. I think you're drunk. You need to go home. You know?
Well, the way Terry Crews talks, he could totally talk his way out of that too. So he's
Yeah.
fucking like, you know, fucking just going. He's really good at just kind of improving the shit. So
Yeah.
The only thing
Definitely.
Eric left out is right after he tells the cop to go home, he's gonna be like, "And give me an apology."
Go home and say hi to your wife for me. No.
All right, so I've never seen this movie before. I'm kind of glad I never saw it before because I don't know.
Oh, this is like a nostalgic movie for me.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed Gary Busey's antics in this.
Yeah,
As an
'Cause
uncle.
I have
And
he was the
Well, I
he's
have
that
an
great
uncle that-
shitty uncle. You know that guy is just like,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll let you do whatever the fuck you want. Don't tell your mom.
Yeah, I had an uncle like this, and I mean, we got to do so much shady stuff with him. It was awesome. It was always like, "Hey, let's go shoot in the middle of town," and you know, he was trying to give us beers, and I didn't want to drink beer because I thought you'd get sick if you drank beer no matter what,
Yeah.
due to a lie told me by my mother. Otherwise, I would have got shit faced with him, which we should have. We should have just all got shit faced. That would have been great. I think I was
Damn it.
like 13 at the time, so it's that perfect getting shit faced age. I don't recommend kids get shit faced though. I'm just
You'll
saying
still
for me.
recover properly, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys had an uncle like that. I mean, he's like, "Hey, do you guys want a porno mag? I'll buy you one."
Well, my uncle was more like, "Hey, do you want like this like meth or something like
Do you
that?
want
I
these
got
drugs?
some.
I got some
What?
drugs.
Yeah,
for
I
you.
got some, I got some drugs for you guys. You want some
What?
drugs?"
Okay, you got a worse
Yeah.
uncle. You got a way worse uncle than mine. He would have never done that.
And then also he'd be like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't steal your shit."
Yeah.
While it's like just sitting there in the open, like he has it, and you're like, "Oh yeah, really?" So like, yeah.
Yeah, see, my uncle would never steal shit. He wouldn't steal anything. He was pretty cool like that. We were supposed to go look, like when I was a little kid, my dad would take my brother and I out to work, and like we were little tiny kids, like 5, 4,
Yeah.
somewhere in there. So he'd take us out, and he'd want to go look at a job, which meant that we'd have to get out and walk like 18 fucking miles looking at the job, right?
Yeah.
So my uncle had to come along. So finally one day, Dad decided to bring my brother, and I told Dad, I'm like, "Why don't I just go with Uncle Ole today? Then we'll, you know, that way you don't have to herd both of us around." So then it turned out Uncle Ole didn't actually walk anywhere. We drove around the outside of the job, drove in a couple roads, then drove to a restaurant and had a hamburger and a milkshake. And my stupid little brother had to fucking walk every time. And I told him about the milkshake. I'm like, no, just say, tell Dad you hurt your foot,
yeah.
and then come with us, and we'll go get a hamburger and a milkshake. And he's like, "I'm not gonna lie to Dad." I'm like, "Okay, I'm not gonna lie for a milkshake. You're a fucking idiot." I'm not,
You could have done him a
Yeah.
favor and just hurt his foot for him,
Yeah.
and then he wouldn't have been lying.
no. I think he probably would have just fucked the whole thing up and told Dad we had a hamburger and a
And
milkshake.
then you could never go with him again.
Yeah, it'd be like, "Well, you can't go with Uncle Ole. You're just gonna get fat." It's like, who gives a shit? You know, or what? I'm gonna be like a 5-year-old who just walked 18 miles, getting yelled at every 10 seconds for dragging my ass. What are you? I don't give a shit if you got blisters. Hurry the fuck up, goddamn kids,
God
little
damn it.
bastards. Robert was tough. It didn't bother him at all. He's like, kid was like hard as nails when he was that age.
Yeah. He's still kind of hard as nails though.
Yeah, I know.
Kinda still there. Didn't really change much.
I think he might, fuck, for all I know. Like for me, the awesome eating the milkshake experience is probably as good as the walking in the woods experience for Robert.
Yeah. He's all,
They're probably the same
this
thing.
Is nice. He's all, this is nice. This is calming and it's pretty great.
If I had a gun and was shooting some birds, this would be like the same exact experience. This could only be escalated by shooting something. I'm 4, you know. I feel like Corey Haim was naturally a smartass because you see, like when he burned his uncle,
Yeah.
like, "No, I just had you here for your good looks," or whatever he said.
Oh. So this kid wasn't paralyzed the whole time, right? He got like something happened to him. I don't know. I think I
No,
think I
he was
drifted off.
paralyzed the entire film. And
Yeah.
I know the whole
probably his whole
film, but I'm
life.
talking about his whole life.
Oh yeah, definitely his whole life.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they said something happened to him. I don't know. I stopped paying attention a little
Yeah.
bit. I kind of Kelly'd it a little bit on this one. Sorry.
I don't do that.
I'm also just kind of surprised that a kid in a wheelchair didn't get eaten by a werewolf.
Did you see how fast it was? He could outrun
Yeah.
that shit.
Silver bullet, dude.
Yeah.
Fast.
Yeah, silver bullet fast. That's right.
I don't care. Like, I still think that kid would have just been werewolf poop.
Like, even the older wheelchair was badass, and then like it got more badass.
Okay, now could you like imagine being the werewolf, like eat someone, like while you transform back into human, like you wake up in the morning and take like this monstrous dump. Like, oh my god, that'd be terrible. I did like the worst dump in the world.
Yep.
Ricky, that was, let's see, it took Ricky, how many minutes in are we? I gotta check this out. We are literally, fucking YouTube does not say how long it's been on. What a turd. I'm just gonna guess. It's been 12 minutes and Ricky is already on poop.
Yeah.
He's got a fascinating.
Well, I decided I would just try to get it, out of the way early.
He's trying to fast track the poop.
I figured it out. You know what it is? Ricky gets reminded of poop really quickly because he's terrible at wiping. So he smells it a little bit. So he's sitting there. He's talking. He goes, "God, I smell shit." Oh, wait a second. Talking about shit, werewolf poop. That's how it happens.
So with this werewolf, does he transform anybody else? Like, I mean, does he not have that ability?
He seems to just
kill everybody
because he just ate everybody. He just killed everybody.
Yeah, if you kill him and eat them, then they don't transform.
So he just doesn't want competition or something, or
we don't really even know if it works that way.
Well, the first girl he killed, he's
talk about it.
I was saving her soul. She was going to commit suicide. No. He wanted to get high, and he saw her eating all those pills, and he's like, oh, shit, yeah, I'm going to get buzzed off this one.
I think he was just horny, and he figured that she was probably pretty easy to get with. And he got so horny that he turned into a werewolf.
That's
he's like the. That's what I always thought would be funny. Instead of the Hulk turning into the Hulk when he gets mad, he turned into the Hulk when he got horny.
Eric, you would be perpetually the Hulk.
They kind of went into that on which movie was that? I think it was the Eric Bana one. Was it the second one? Yeah, it was the second one because he had that watch, huh?
Yeah, he had the watch.
Yeah, so if his heart rate if his heart rate got too fast, he would transform into the Hulk. So he had to watch himself. So he had a watch that would beep when it got too fast.
I feel sorry for that woman.
That one?
Because I mean, imagine like you're going for it, right? You're on top of her, then you Hulkify, but you're still on top of her. I mean, would he stand up and it just looks like he's got like a sex doll stuck to him?
Pretty much, I would imagine so. Yeah.
And the poor lady's just got like all of her guts exploded and stuff. Because the Hulk is probably
did we ever establish that the Hulk grew everywhere when he grew, or if it just
Of course he does. I like how would he not? He's probably got like even worse. He's probably got like a baseball bat without being the Hulk.
He split through his clothes.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
He never split his pants though. His pants always stayed on.
Oh.
That's because he's always wearing maternity pants.
He's always wearing maternity.
Like Joey on Friends on Thanksgiving. He wanted to eat all the food, so he borrowed Phoebe's pants because he knew he was going to expand. Smart thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's terrible.
Definitely. And I don't know. So Gary Busey in this is I think this might be his best role in my opinion.
I think so. I honestly, I do. I don't like this movie very much, but I think it was Busey's best role of everything.
Doesn't he just fit the guy?
He wasn't a fucking bad guy like he is in a lot of the movies. Or he was just he was this uncle that was like, yeah, all right, fuck it, I believe you kids, let's do this thing.
Yeah,
let's
honestly, like when I first heard that Gary Busey was going to be in this movie, I was like, oh well, he's going to be the bad guy. Like I was okay. Yeah, there we go. I know who the bad guy is now.
You imagine Busey with fucking as a werewolf? Those teeth would be huge.
God, it'd be nothing. It'd just be like teeth on top of like a wolf body.
Dude, you guys, we gotta send the Wolf Cop producer an idea. Wolf Cop 3 needs to have Gary Busey as Wolf Cop's dad, who turns into another wolf.
We just won't get Wolf Cop 3 until
Can you imagine
fucking 30
the size
years
of
or
those
something
wolf
like that.
teeth?
What?
Can you imagine the size of those wolf teeth?
We just said that.
Oh.
God damn it, Jason.
Can you imagine?
Can you?
Can you?
They would be huge, Jason.
Yeah. That would be that'd be scary. Gary Busey? Oh, that's...
Well, maybe he is a werewolf, and that's just why he has big teeth.
That's why
You
he
think
eats
when
in
he's
the
on
dark
top
too.
of his old lady, he just goes, yeah, yeah,
I like to
Yeah.
think so.
yeah.
I like to think so.
He's like one of those guys, you know, let's see, you know, there's those boat guys and they say stroke every time you're supposed to pull it, right? So instead, Kieran Hughes is just like, yeah. Every time. This old lady's like, oh God, we're doing the yaws again. Son of a bitch. And then she's like yelling at the butler, get him some cheese. That'll shut him up. Then he's just like chomping cheese on top of her.
Damn.
Even worse, the guy just puts a whole wheel of cheese in his mouth. I mean, you know he could fit it.
Yeah.
Have you seen his... He's like, he might even be part rat. He's just like, oh shit, cheese. Fuck yeah.
Okay, turn off the lights on your way out.
Yeah. He's just like, the butler brings over the cheese. He just gets up. He's like, all right, you can finish yourself off. I'm done with this. I'm going to chease out.
Turn the lights off when
He
you're
just,
done.
Kelly.
he just taps out with the
Yeah.
butler.
Hey, would you cut the cheese, butler?
Damn.
So how did you guys like that totally fake head in that swampy fog scene
Yeah.
that he was getting attacked by the wolf? It was the worst thing ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't
It's
that
so
bad.
fake.
It was bad.
It wasn't
It's
that
pretty
bad.
It was pretty bad.
Not if you weren't looking.
It was
Not
like
if
a
you
melted Halloween mask. Just
Yeah.
like,
It scared Jason so much he wasn't looking.
Uh-huh.
I was
Yeah.
reading some of
you
the
did one of these numbers.
Yeah.
I was reading some of the trivia, and it said they Stephen King wanted the werewolf to not really be on the film very
Yeah.
much, so it wouldn't look like some clunky, shitty thing. It would just like be like an idea in the person's head, and it's kind of
Yeah.
too bad they didn't do that because. I mean, like I thought the part where the guy was carrying the kite and had all the blood on it,
Yeah.
like that was pretty graphic. Like that really said it. It's like
Yeah.
that kid got fucking smeared all over that kite. Like they did a good job with the blood on there. And the guy like praying to himself after he just went and looked at some poor kid just like ripped to shit. That would be awful though. Imagine that, having to go look at some kid all torn up, thinking that it's even worse is thinking some the fuck? Getting a phone call. What's worse is even thinking that a person would do that. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like, did they even, like, say how the hell that guy became a werewolf?
No.
No.
No. That's
Does
that's
it-
just part of it.
Have you read the book at all?
No.
No.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
I
Well, I think it's like a novella or something. I don't think it's actual book. It's just like a
Yeah.
short story or something.
have.
Isn't that what a
No, it's at the
novella
very
is?
beginning.
I don't know. I didn't major in
Yeah,
English.
it's a short story. Yeah.
Be honest, Ricky, it's amazing you even passed English in high school.
I didn't.
So it looks like Busey did his own stunts for this movie too.
What
Holy
stuff?
shit, he got thrown into the wall?
Yeah, it
In the
says,
mirror and a glass.
Said as let's see. Said they achieved it by having him run and jump to an air compressed catapult, which would then launch him through the air into various pieces of breakaway furniture. He sustained an actual injury in the part where he lands on whoever wrote these things sucks. Where he lands
They
on
didn't
the
have
mirror.
to pay me very much,
Yeah.
okay?
Well, it's all spelt right. It's just not, put together right. And, the sentence, just like that sentence I just said, it's put together just as well as that. He hurt himself when he landed on the mirror on the artificial glass.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
What do you do? Like cut himself or?
A piece of, you can see it in the movie. He actually has a piece of glass embedded in his arm.
Oh shit.
Well, he probably got
Wait, did
super
they use-
hyper after that because that breakaway glass is made of sugar.
Yeah.
So
I don't think that was.
it was. That's how they
If
make
it's stuck
breakaway
into his
glass.
arm, how the hell's sugar gonna get in your arm?
Shards of sugar are as sharp as shards of glass. They just break really easy.
Yeah. Turn to powder. At least they're supposed to before they cut into you. But I guess if you get a sharp enough piece, it'll definitely embed into you.
It'd be cool though. I would totally jump on the air compressed catapult.
I would do it just for fun.
So we could get like a real life like portal going on here.
Yeah.
And we can have like obstacle courses.
You know what would happen though? I would jump on it just for fun, and it would throw me so fucking hard. I'd just go through the wall and keep going.
That's because we set it to me or Eric, and
Exactly. And so,
no, Jason, it's not your turn. Fuck.
Exactly. It went to so basically it launched Jason at Eric's strength. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen then?
Yeah.
I'm gonna end up in a
Bad
tree
shit.
2 counties away, and they're gonna wonder how I
Splat
died
on
there.
the wall.
Yeah.
Also, when the werewolf busts through the wall, I guess it scared the fuck out of all of them because it wasn't rehearsed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love real shit like that.
The real reactions, yeah.
Yeah. Well, have you guys looked up some of the stuff with like Blair Witch Project? Like a lot of the shit that they did to those actors in there wasn't like rehearsed, or like the actors weren't told any of that shit.
No,
So like,
didn't know that.
Yeah, like okay, so like the scene in that movie where they get lost and they end up like getting like right back to where like they started that day, and they're like pissed off and shit. That was actually real. Like the directors and everything like that like made them walk in a huge circle without them even realizing it, and the actors legitimately got pissed off that they had just walked in a huge ass fucking circle for that entire fucking day.
How did they not notice it?
I don't know, but they also planted people, like the directors planted people like in the towns. Like that the actors didn't realize, like when they went in there and started like interviewing people about the Blair Witch, like, and they started actually hearing shit. They were like, hold on, what the fuck? Because they were told this is based off a true story too. Like before all the acting even started, like they told them like, okay, this is all based on a true story. So they went to the town and they actually started hearing people talk about this shit.
Oh my god, this
it was all
is
police
awesome.
people, but they didn't realize that. So like freaking out, and then also the scene in the basement. Where that guy's up against the wall, that was not let in. The actors weren't told about that until like the very end. At least the people who were like involved in it weren't told like until like the very end, and that scene was just like improv. So the person who actually walked down and screams and runs away, like that person legitimately dropped the camera, screamed, and run the fuck away because they scared them that fucking bad.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And then they made that complete shitstorm of a second sequel, and it was so fucking bad.
Yeah.
It was so dumb.
I guess the first one, because it was like one of like the first of its kind, like the whole like shaky cam kind of documentary thing was one of the first of the kind.
Right.
I guess they got like a court order or something like that, like stating like they had to prove that all the actors were okay and actually still alive after the filming of this, because like people seeing it like were actually thinking that the people actually died. The families of the actors were getting like condolence letters and shit like that from viewers.
Oh jeez.
Thinking that these people had actually fucking died and shit because they thought it was real.
Well, it's because they billed it as real. Like, because it was like one of the first shaky cam kind of documentary style things. They build it as real. They told everybody when they put it in theaters that this was based on a true story or whatever shit they have to say.
Exactly.
I guess they can't say
this
based
was
on
actual
true story,
footage and shit recovered.
They
And
can just say actual footage is what they said. Because you can't say based on true story if nothing actually happened. But I mean, we've learned based on a true story is very loosely used in Hollywood.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think they should be able to say based on a true story if it's not based on a true story remotely. Yeah. What they should do is they should be able to say it in the previews, say it in the trailers, but then at the very end of the movie, like right before the credits go, this movie was bullshit. We got you. It's not real. Okay, just so you don't have to worry. No, everybody's still fine. And then that's it. Like,
it would be like, this is a true story because it's based off something that was said in Kentucky 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it is. That's how it is right now.
Yeah, that is literally how it is.
Movies that we've watched that they say based on a true story, and there's like 3 things that it's based on. Oh yeah, this guy kind of did this thing, but it didn't actually happen this way.
Or these 2 people actually did meet once and had a conversation. But everything else, like the huge action scene and like big old like shootout, didn't actually happen. Well,
it's kind of like what was that movie Masterminds? I think there's a little bit of like that where that one was based on a true story, but there's so much shit that wasn't real.
Yeah,
most of that stuff didn't actually happen. So
I mean, I understand you might need a filler, but go that beyond.
You know what we should do? We should make a psychic movie where Steve is a psychic. Mm-hmm. We'll just say based on a true story, and then I'll just have Steve guess numbers until he guesses one that I said I was thinking, and then it's based on a true story.
Okay,
we're gonna sit there, and it's gonna be like, how can you get every fucking number wrong? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Steve will just say 7 every time, and that'll be the one number Eric never thinks of.
Well, he'll think of it if I say
listen,
it enough.
guys, we'll do it right now. All right, Steve, guess the number I'm thinking right now.
4.
You got it! How the hell did you get it?
I'm just fucking psychic, There we go.
God
There's
damn!
There's our proof.
Based on a true story, we have it right here. Steve is a psychic. He just guessed the number out of my head. Coming soon to a theater near you. Aliens versus psychics.
Okay.
Is it gonna be like the South Park psychic battles?
And
Where
this,
we're like,
and this movie idea is also
I don't know.
trademarked by Hap Gaming. So if you use it, you have to give us money.
Wouldn't that be fucking funny though? Like we make a movie and the alien shows up. He's like, "All right, are you psychic or are you bullshitting?" Turns out it's just some alien who wants to see if psychics are real.
Yeah.
He's like, it's like I can only read Eric's mind. I don't know. It's weird. And then I'm like, okay, say a number. And then he's like, you know what?
Say a number?
I think you're lying. write down the number. He wants me to write down the number, so I just like scribble every number on there. And I'm like, oh, I wasn't really sure what number until Steve said, so I just wrote all of them. I have ADD, man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. All the numbers.
Eric's so scatterbrained, he has no idea what's going on.
I just write. You know what I just write down is just hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Steve just says he's not thinking of a number. He's thinking of hot chocolate.
But that would surprise the fuck out of you if I got it right there.
Well, you've just had
we
this
would just
conversation.
script all this ahead of time for the aliens.
Yeah.
I mean,
So when the
we can't
aliens
go
come
into that
down,
cold.
okay.
You scripted it just
Yeah.
now. So in the future, Steve knows to say hot chocolate.
I'm gonna forget.
No, you're not.
Oh man.
Steve would be like, hot toddy?
Hot topic. I'm feeling you're saying hot
Yeah.
topic here.
I'm getting a hot something. I have a hot something in this room right now. Okay, I'm just
In this general area
I'm
over
just
here?
like feeling a hot something in this general area right here.
Yeah. I think we should do it. We should just have Steve be a psychic, and we'll just go to some really creepy house, and he can say there's ghosts everywhere, and then I'll scratch myself in the dark. I love it.
Have
We
this
can do that.
weird like
You know what?
ectoplasm like draining out of your pants.
That's where we can get the That's where we get the catapult thing. Then I can, like, on film, throw myself across into some, I don't know, some cushions or something.
Some cushions. Well, how about like a big pile of cats?
This way, the way we get the real reaction, though, we tell Eric there's going to be cushions, but there's actually a bunch of rubble.
Exactly.
It's like Jason's like, you know what? We'll just stack up all this lawn stuff right here. It'll be fine. And I'm walking out with a pitchfork in my butt. I'm like, guys, seriously? I've got a pitchfork in my ass.
Use some Robitussin on it. It'll be fine.
Shit.
Let me get you a cold compress. It'll take right care of that.
Yeah. Robitussin and a cold compress take care of anything.
Will they?
Yeah.
Yes.
I should get that on my back. Maybe it'll make it feel better.
Probably.
It'll fix it.
Yeah,
You'll never have back pain again.
Yeah.
Back pain fixed
Yeah.
by Robitussin.
Yep.
And a cold compress.
And cold compress.
I like the stuff in the store that just says Tussin. There's not even a Roba in there anymore.
It's just tussin.
Just Tussin. And it's way cheaper than Robitussin. I'm like, are we really paying more for ROBI?
You are.
You are. You
Goddamn,
are.
Yeah,
those
because
are
the brand name.
Those are some expensive ass fucking letters right there. That's what that werewolf needed was some Robitussin.
Yeah, cure him right
yeah,
there. Huh?
totally right up. Just
Yeah.
clear that right up. Just clear that
Yeah.
werewolf right up.
So this gets rid of the stuff where werewolves can heal really fast, because apparently getting shot in the eye with a rocket or whatever doesn't fucking heal very fast.
Apparently,
Well, I
yeah.
You lose a fucking eye.
Stephen King.
Yeah.
I mean his vampires don't do anything all that spectacular.
I feel like he would heal over the course of about 48 to 72 hours if the damage was really bad like that, because the eye is a soft tissue. I mean, he lost the eye. So for that to completely regenerate, I feel like it would take 2 to 3 days, and it was only the next day.
I don't know. I mean, you see all the other werewolf shit, and they fucking heal instantly. So
I
they're
feel like vampires heal faster, like more instant.
Yeah.
But see, they shouldn't heal faster. Why would they heal faster?
Yeah, they shouldn't. I mean,
Could it
they should
read
just.
blood?
I mean, like, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, their damage should just stay.
They're undead, so they don't
they're
have
dead.
any...
So like their damage should just stay there and just they get cut open. They just have a big old gashing wound.
But they're
just
not
chilling
undead.
on.
Oh, that's even cooler. Battle damage vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's scary, is what that is. You got a zombie-looking vampire coming after you.
Exactly.
That's some creepy
Cut
shit.
its finger off, and it's like, son of a bitch! You realize I can't finger anybody now? You fucking asshole!
But like with a
God
werewolf,
damn.
they're transforming, so I feel like they're already regenerating shit as they change forms and stuff like that.
Yeah, so they should be able to regenerate. I would think a werewolf should.
But I don't see that happening with a bat. I don't, or with a bat.
Maybe the
with
eye
a,
was just too much.
werewolf.
You know, I mean, like a lizard could grow a whole new arm or tail or something,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
can't regenerate a fucking eyeball. An eyeball is a complex piece of machinery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know,
It's
I
got
mean, it is
rods
very
and cones and fluid.
yeah. Besides the fact that he took a goddamn rocket to the face and didn't piss and shit himself
Eric,
right there.
don't lie. You know you've taken a few rockets to the face, and I mean, look at you. You look reasonably well.
Not in the eye. If I took a rocket to the eye, I would have no eye.
You took a BB to the eye. You're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
you got like shitty vision now. Stupid fucking BB.
Well, that's because the BB's still in there.
If you took a rocket to the eye, maybe you'd get better vision. Maybe it'd fix it.
You'd have rocket
Oh
vision.
man, then I
then.
have space vision,
Yeah,
you
got
guys.
space vision.
Uh-huh.
I'd be able to see into outer space.
Man, you'd have an ability nearly everybody on the planet has.
Yeah,
In fact,
like I'm living on that ship right now that they found on the Orville. You know,
Yeah.
with the fake
Oh, yeah.
top. Yeah,
Yeah.
then they opened it up and they're like, "What the hell's all that black stuff out there?"
well, that's space, folks.
It's called space. What the hell is that?
Well,
It's
you're on a
that.
That'd be
spaceship.
weird.
We've been trying to tell you that since we got here.
Yeah,
That's a good episode.
was
I
a good
haven't seen the new
episode.
one, unfortunately. I was halfway through it and had to stop watching.
That's pretty good too. It's about the krill.
Yes.
Yeah.
I kept,
Oh, yeah, I
I
thought
kept
that was
waiting for a
hilarious.
giant whale to like swallow a bunch of like krill, but it just didn't happen. You know, like a
Why
space whale.
didn't they have like Moby Dick as the name of their ship or something? Not for the krill ship. or like Humpback. Like Humpback would be funny. Or like, Blue.
Well, we don't know what the
Real names.
we don't speak krill, so maybe then whatever name they name it means that in their
That's
language.
why it would be funny. I mean, the Avis shit was already funny.
Yeah.
know?
Fucking Avis. Every
Yeah.
time the fucking what the hell's the pilot's name? I can't remember his name right now.
I can't think of it.
Malloy.
Yeah.
He needs
You know
to
how I
shut up.
remember that? It's the same name as the bear on fucking Bertleberry? No, that's not the name of the
Brickleberry?
show. Yeah, Brickleberry.
Brickleberry.
Because that's Tosh Pointo's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm an annoying bear.
All those fucking Avis jokes were great.
Avis?
Yeah.
I can't believe he didn't get him caught like right away.
Yeah. Weren't they? Didn't he say something about Hertz at an event?
He
at one
did,
point?
yeah.
Yeah, he says our god's name is Hertz.
Yeah.
Because they were saying that the Krill's god was Avis.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that would be like really easy to make fun of.
Is this the same Avis as in C-Lab?
There's the Avis and C-Lab?
Yeah, it's like Avis Day or something like that Captain Murphy celebrates. It's about some guy in the Old West who shot a bunch of people.
No.
Oh, okay.
Have
No.
you not seen the Orville?
I have not.
Oh.
You should watch the Orville, man.
That's-
It's fucking
that's
Seth,
sad, Ricky.
Seth MacFarlane, man.
I know.
It's your fucking dude. It's
That's
you
his
watch,
forte, too.
You watch
like,
every other Seth MacFarlane thing, you should be watching this.
It's very
at
good.
great length. Ricky's seen every Family Guy episode 82 times.
Just about, yeah. 83. Oh, see, he's got another one on there.
Yeah. Cycled through the whole series again another time.
Ricky was the only reason the Cleveland show stayed on the air for as long as it did.
It is. It is.
Because they thought they had a huge fan base and they found out it was just one person watching it on repeat for hours at a time.
It's true.
That's how I got Trailer Park Boys back on. Yes.
See now,
Fucking
right,
rip.
well, right now I'm trying to do that with Futurama, and it's beginning to work.
Yeah.
They're slowly beginning to make a comeback. So yeah.
Come back.
Well, totally rip John Dunsworth, a.k.a. Mr. Leahy.
Yeah, it was sad to
That's
hear.
fucking shitty that he died. It was like such a sudden thing.
Yeah.
I mean, he was 70-something, so
Do
not
we know what caused it, though?
necessarily. He got sick, and then he was fine. Then he went and got sick, and then he just died, like old people do.
Yeah.
No.
Jason, are you okay back there?
There's a fucking moth. It was attacking my face.
He's afraid to get that dust on him. It's
Yeah,
just-
that's actually
just a moth
feathers.
dust.
I hate that. It's so gross.
What?
Anyways, but yeah,
The moth
the
feathers.
dust from moths.
Yeah, it's so sad that he died. It's like probably my favorite TV character ever.
Yeah.
I just love watching him rail into stuff being drunk.
Were they
Yeah.
already filming a new season?
I don't know. I hope they'd already filmed it, because without him, there's what the fuck are they gonna have a show about?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nobody that can fake be drunk that good.
Well, I guess you're gonna
I mean,
have to
and
get
be
someone
like
in
a
there and actually
lovable-
get them drunk.
Eric almost just fake be drunk right there, the way he's talking.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, seriously though, who can pretend to be drunk and be a dickhead but still be lovable at the same time? Like, there's nobody like that.
Winnie the Pooh can play
Nobody
that
can
role.
do that. What?
Winnie the Pooh can play that role.
I don't know.
He's
what?
drunk on honey, I guess. Yeah.
Like to ferment it.
Yeah, he fermented honey. He's gonna
Fermented,
get
so he's
drunk.
drinking mead,
Yeah,
right?
he's drinking
Yeah.
mead.
Mm-hmm.
Winnie
be
the Pooh's
great.
an asshole, right?
I want to see Winnie the Pooh be a drunk asshole, and he'd still be.
He's
lovable.
already an asshole. He doesn't need to be drunk to be an asshole.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk.
Fucking
Yeah.
steal all of Rabbit's honey, and how the fuck's honey or Rabbit supposed to fucking survive later on?
He's got his vegetable garden.
Yeah, I'm sure fucking Winnie the Pooh went in there and dipped all those fucking
No.
carrots into honey and ate them all.
Fucking Gopher goes in there and eats all his carrots.
See, they're trying to kill Rabbit off.
That's what it is.
Rabbit gets screwed by everybody except Piglet.
What the fuck are you guys going on about?
Talking about Winnie the Pooh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're talking about how much of an asshole Winnie the Pooh is. He's a fucking prick.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he does. He goes in and steals all the Rabbit's honey.
That's the owl, man. The owl's the one, jacking him up. He's the one telling the story. He's over there like, oh wait, that's the guy on that commercial, the Tootsie Roll commercial. Never mind.
1, 2, 3.
Damn it, man.
I swear to God.
Yeah. So yeah. Did you guys see that fucking stunt guy almost tip over with the tricycle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna tip. Every time I see that show, every single time I go, oh fuck, he's gonna tip. And he doesn't.
Well, there's
And
a
I'm like,
reason three-wheelers are illegal these days. They tip over super easy.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
They
actually
do.
illegal to sell.
How easy is it, Jason?
Pretty easy, I would
Pretty
imagine.
easy.
That's a setup for a joke, you goofballs. God damn.
God damn it.
So yeah, I thought, oh shit, like there's that scene on the bridge, and I was like, oh no, this is a really bad. Think about if that was made right now. All right, we've never seen this before.
Uh-huh.
When he corners the kid on the bridge, I think we'd all be worried about other certain danger happening to him.
Stranger danger.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, what is he gonna do to that? What is he gonna do to that kid? That's weird. He's a preacher. Shouldn't he be nice? What the hell's he doing? No, he's probably just gonna tell him all about Jesus again. And then,
Well, that really depends on what kind of preacher we're talking about here.
yeah,
So, was that preacher brand new to the town? He's been there for a while, right?
no, he was new at the beginning of the movie because the book takes place over the course of a year.
Okay.
So the movie is supposed to be that, but it ends up being that it starts sometime after school. Maybe the guy, he took his trip to Europe, and then the Pope scratched him, and then he became a fucking werewolf.
So you're
Pope
saying
scratched him.
Never mind.
So the Pope is a
the
werewolf.
Pope's a werewolf?
You guys seen his chair? It's made of gold. That keeps people from turning into a werewolf. Everybody knows that.
Keeps him from turning into one? Like, keeps a
Yeah.
werewolf from transforming into one?
Yeah, I mean, silver hurts werewolves. Well, of course, gold would be even better. It's just you don't even transform. You can't do it.
But once you get up off that chair, then you transform, right?
Seriously, have you seen any of the popes ever off of the chair? No.
The new one.
Yeah, that guy's not a werewolf. He's a fake. He's an imposter. He's not
No,
really
no,
the
no,
pope.
no. His walker's
Yeah.
made of gold. That's what keeps
He's just
him
some
from
old
turning.
guy.
He's got a walker. It's made of gold.
Either that or he's got a gold cock
obviously
piece.
kidding to any super religious people. All right, well, you know what? I don't think we have to worry about that because there's no way a super religious person would have made it this far.
Oh, hell no.
So I think we're all right.
They would have been gone the second Ricky brought up shit and poop. That's the
Shit
same
and
thing.
poop. Both of those things.
Is it the
Both
same
those
thing?
separate things.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, so this is kind of during the time of Stephen King's although he just never makes a decent movie, really.
I liked the one with the
No.
writer that they break his ankles.
Misery.
Oh, Misery.
I liked Misery. I
Yeah.
thought
It
that
was-
was a good one.
The
Yeah.
new It was pretty good.
Yeah, but he had nothing to do with it.
Sleepwalkers is good.
Well, he wrote the book.
I
It
don't know,
was
that
based
one with
on.
the weird like Erkin worms things there. And the weird like alien dude and the guy with Down syndrome.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Dreamcatcher.
Yeah,
No,
Dreamcatcher.
no, Dreamcatcher.
okay.
Dreamcatcher.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And you
care
got
for that.
and you got the guy with Down syndrome who's actually an old alien, and then
Yeah.
that was so stupid. Oh
never
my
saw
god, that movie was so
Book was-
stupid.
the book was not that bad. It wasn't the best. It was
I
all
couldn't- I
right.
couldn't get through that one. I have it on my shelf.
Harry's good.
About halfway through it, couldn't get through that.
Oh,
It
one.
I
was
didn't
so
read it.
stupid.
The only way I got through it was I didn't stop it.
Yeah.
And then it has this point where you keep going, and then finally it gets to the good part, and it's like, all right, not too bad.
It's
I mean,
terrible.
like
Well,
you think
kinda-
it's his involvement that goofs it up, or do you think that it's just these?
I think Stephen.
Here's what I
King-
think.
Well, look at what happened to the Dark Tower movie. He was involved in that one, and
Or The
it
Shining.
came out to shit.
Has that movie
No,
come out
he
already?
he was actually not, as far as I could tell, he was not that involved in it.
But he was
He just
involved in it.
approved of it. That's
but
all it was.
There was parts where he was actually involved with it. In the It movie, the new It movie, he did not involve himself whatsoever. They didn't ask him anything. They didn't ask him approval for anything except for probably the rights to do it. And that one came out awesome.
The thing
Maybe
is,
he's
though,
a good
is-
like book storyteller, but he has no fucking clue. I mean, like,
He just doesn't
look
know
how
how to do a
shitty
movie.
look how shitty The Shining was.
I enjoyed The Shining, but the book is way better.
Well, okay. Actually, I shouldn't say it's shitty
No.
because The Shining is like, if you've ever read the book, you're watching it and you're like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, it's not as good. It's not comparable to the book.
Yeah. But if you've never read the book and you just want to watch a scary-ish movie, like, that's not bad.
Yeah.
No.
You know, I mean, the whole idea where you're in a building that's like got its own mind and stuff, that's fucking creepy.
I really want
You're,
them to
and
make
you're
a
stuck there because you're snowed in.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oof.
I want him to make a Doctor Sleep movie. I think that'd be pretty good.
Yeah,
It was a good
without.
story.
I mean, I bet we're gonna see the best Stephen King adaptions in like 15 years when he's dead.
I
After he passes
think
away.
Stephen King writes books that allow your own mind to make it scary. And
Yeah.
so when they turn it into a movie, it ruins it because it's nothing as bad as what your mind will imagine for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, like like you said, the It monster is literally whatever you're scared of, it turns
Yeah.
into.
Mhm.
So you know, like for me, I'm scared of.
Trees.
Snakes.
I'm not scared of trees. I'm scared of snakes. It would be like a 20-foot anaconda.
So what
with a
about tree
penis.
snakes?
What about snakes made out of trees?
No,
What
I,
about
I
trees
could
made out
murder
of
trees.
snakes?
That would just make them more killable, in my opinion. I'd be like, I can light that bitch on
what about
fire.
trees made out of snakes though? So
Yeah.
it's just a big.
Now,
Slithering mass of snakes
Yeah,
that's
okay,
made
okay,
up a
that's
tree.
that's a little creepy.
Yeah.
That would
it's a
scare the
little
fuck
creepy.
out of me, and I'm not
That
afraid of
was
snakes.
scary, but
If it was like a ball of water, all right. So my fear of snakes stems from two things. It stems from me having a vivid nightmare where I'm climbing up like a red mountain, and I stick my hand up, and then a snake bites me on the hand and kills me.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't kill me immediately; it just bites me on the hand, and then I get sick and die. It's a terrible dream. I used to have it a lot when I was like 3 or 4. Then I watched Lonesome Dove. And there's this part where they're crossing this creek with all these fucking cows, and this big ball of water moccasins comes down and just murders the fuck out of this guy. And all you see is these water moccasins like striking his face.
Yeah.
And of course, I think my imagination was pretty involved there. But I mean, holy shit, that was creepy.
I'm not a fan of
Like,
swarms of things,
fuck
anyways.
snakes.
Like, you know, that's like a swarm of snakes. I wouldn't be a fan of that. That would be
Yeah.
look gross. It would just be bad. And you know, like I said, I don't have a problem with snakes, but I don't want to see that.
What do you call it?
Dude, you know what's even worse than that? Imagine a swarm of black widows
Yeah, fuck
Oh.
that.
that can fly.
That can
And
fly.
we're like, I'm gonna fucking that could fly, and that we're like, I fucking don't like people. I'm gonna come after you. Hell no. Could you imagine that? You're like in your basement, you're digging around. The next thing you know, the hell's that buzzing around? Holy fuck! It's a whole bunch of black widows, and
They
they're
got-
coming after you.
They got like miniature bat wings just to make them even creepier.
like bees.
Well, have
Oh,
you guys
Jesus.
ever?
That made it even worse, Jason. The
Um,
bat wings.
Yeah, little bat
have you
wings.
guys
Like a
ever heard
leathery
of the
sound,
what
like
is
a
it?
tiny little leathery sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
It's called the tarantula hawk.
Oh
It's-
god, no! A black widow hive would be the worst, wouldn't it?
No, a tarantula hawk. I guess the medical advice is after you've been stung by one, because I guess it creates a sting so painful that they actually they'll actually tell you just lay down on the ground and scream. Like that is your only option to do
Will
is
it
to
kill
lay
you,
down.
or it just hurts?
It only if you have like a really weak immune system, but
Okay.
or like if you're young
So
or something
Jason,
like that.
you're fucked.
Exactly.
So it's like a platypus. Platypus stings aren't going to kill you, but they hurt real bad. Like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be super.
Yeah, well, I mean,
excruciating.
okay, so this particular a species of wasp, they call it a tarantula hawk. It goes down to tarantulas and lays its larvae inside the tarantula, and the tarantula just goes about its business afterwards until the larvae hatch, and then the larvae
So it's
eat their
raping
way out of
tarantulas?
the
We need
tarantula.
to stop this right now. We need to stop the rape of thousands of, or hundreds of thousands of tarantulas right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's pretty pretty intense. And I mean, apparently they're pretty big and they're pretty nasty looking. If you ever look up a tarantula hawk, trust me, you're gonna be like,
Oh
what the
my
fuck?
god! Do you guys realize that oh my god! I just realized how the AI is gonna murder all of us the people who don't like robots, which obviously is not gonna be me. I'm gonna be like, look, Mr. AI, just help turn me into a robot. Give me a robot body, and I'll be on your side. I'll help you take out humans. I've got a great idea. And then he'll already have this from the internet. But I mean, imagine this. You could make little tiny droids that look like Black Widows to fucking bite people with Black Widow venom and kill them. Bam! You're fucked. Like, what are you
Yeah,
going to do
boom,
to
look
defend
at that
yourself
fucking
against
thing.
that?
Look at that fucking thing.
Black Widows can climb inside your suit.
I was just looking that up.
This is a fucking tarantula hawk.
It's on the screen, and I'm taking it away. Yeah, no, fuck Black Widows. Don't like those.
Yeah, that was a fucking tarantula
I
hawk.
don't wanna deal with that
Yeah.
Okay,
tarantula.
that's a fucking ant.
No, that's a tarantula hawk.
Oh my
That's
god.
that is a wasp.
Okay.
It's
makes
it's a
sense.
spider wasp.
Yeah.
It hunts tarantulas. That's what it says here. So a group of snakes is called a bed, a den, a knot, a nest, a pit, and then it says vipers for some reason. I don't think you're going to call a group of snakes vipers. That seems a little weird.
Yeah.
It's a viper.
Unless it's a
vipers
group
of
of vipers. If it's
Yeah.
moccasins, you could say it because they're pit vipers. Why do I think of pit bulls whenever I say the word pit?
Because it's in the name.
I mean, but like all I can think of is a bunch of snakes that look like pit bulls that are just barking at you.
He took all the fear out of those snakes.
The dog
No.
snake.
That'd be scary. Oh,
All I want to do is cuddle, Eric.
oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With those snakes.
God
Yeah.
damn, no. You guys ever have that nightmare when you're a sleeping bag where it just crawls inside, it waits for you to get up next to it, and then it fucking hammers you
No.
and kills your ass?
So you know, but I'm going to now.
Thanks, Eric.
But see, Eric, now
Yeah.
you're talking. See, we're talking about those the snakes cuddling with you, and now I'm thinking of the penises from Big Mouth. Where
Oh.
he's got
Yeah.
the little fuzzy penises running
Oh, those
around.
are furry. They're probably not so bad.
Ugh.
Yeah, you guys got to watch Big Mouth.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
hormone monster's hilarious.
Yeah, that kid's that's a weird show.
It's fucking.
I think my
weird.
hormone monster is like the Hulk. Barely even says anything.
Eric smash.
Just like, fuck it now, do it. That's all it says to me. It's never like, don't say that. Nope. It's got a really deep voice too.
Mhm. Hey Eric, fuck that over there. Mhm. Fucking good.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't talk like that. Way more smooth than that.
So is it kind of like Chocolate Rain?
Yeah, kind of. So do you guys think that? All right, so I gotta say, one of my favorite scenes in this movie was when they're out in the mist hunting it, and it's got the whole group of idiots.
Yeah.
And they like the big right before that when the preacher's like faking trying to stop him from going out. Like he doesn't just stand behind the thing and be like, "All right, I'm not letting you go by. This isn't happening.
Yeah.
We're not doing that." He's like, no. Instead, he just kind of hangs out. He's like, "Don't do this," and in his mind, he's like, "I'm gonna kill so many of these
I'm gonna eat all of you motherfuckers."
Oh yeah, this is gonna be so delicious. You know, they all have it. I'm gonna get so high on tobacco. This is gonna be my best tobacco night ever.
Or we'll also moonshine. There's probably quite a bit of moonshine mixed in there too.
Beer, moonshine, and shotgun shells. Like,
Yep.
I mean, that's gonna be.
He's eating on a
fantastic.
guy. He's eating on a guy, and he's like, "God damn it! There is way too much blood in this guy's alcohol system. I got to go on to the next one."
Yeah. Like this guy's been faking drinking all night. He's not drunk.
He's had like 6
What a-
beers. Fucking pussy.
What a dick. Did you guys like at the beginning when he like just rips the guy's head off?
That's pretty cool.
Like he just rips his head off. He's just like, bang. Fuck it. Ripped your head off. Wouldn't that be cool though? Don't you guys think it would be neat to be able to turn into a werewolf and like maintain some level of cognition and just be able to run that fast?
If I had like full control over when I turned and I had the ability to control myself, then yeah, it'd be awesome.
You just gotta be like the underworld werewolves, and you'd be all right.
Well, they're only gaining control after like so long.
No, you just the first transformation is the one you lose control.
Yeah, okay.
And then they chain
What
your ass
if-
up, and then after that you're fine.
Yeah.
So what if instead of that being the case, what if when you transform, you're
You turn
like
into Gary
super
Busey.
no, what if you're super roided up? Like you get mad super easy and you get like, you know what I mean? Where it seems, I bet that's what happened. It would seem like you have control and you're just like, oh, looking around and smelling stuff. This is really neat. And then you smell like the wrong thing, like blood, or in my case, probably a hamburger. And I'd be like, I'm going to fucking murder everyone now. Except you wouldn't even think of it. You'd just be like in the middle of murdering people and be like, wait a second,
So,
why am I doing this again?
This happens to you when you're formed, or when
Yeah.
you're just walking around?
No, not when you're just, why the fuck would it happen when you're walking
I don't know.
around?
Maybe your
Oh,
senses were
God.
up, and you just like fucking.
Oh, I
you
want the
know,
mole now. No, I smelled a hamburger. All right, time to transform and murder everybody. That's a weird
Maybe.
fucking...
I just thought of something great for Ricky. He could smell every essence on a female's underwear.
Oh, that's gross. No.
A long snout on the werewolf would really help out. He could just do Pantene Chew.
That is absolutely disgusting.
That was wrong. I apologize for that.
God damn it!
Oh shit. So yeah, the Corey Haim's character, like that kid's pretty fucking tough. You know, he didn't. I think this movie and the last movie shows that you should listen to little kids. You know,
Yeah.
when they're like, "Hey, there's some really crazy shit's going on," and it's like maybe you should just listen.
So what you're saying is we needed Gary Busey in Child's Play also, that because he actually
Yeah.
listened to know,
Yeah.
Haim's character in this, and he's like, "Oh well, fuck it. Yeah, there's a fucking werewolf out there. Let's go deal with this thing."
Yeah.
And
I'm
you know,
gonna
in the
make
last
the
one,
bullet.
yeah, in the last one, if Busey was there, he would have listened to the kid and said, "Oh yeah, there's a fucking messed up doll that's trying to kill people. Let's
How do
destroy
you-
this motherfucker."
How do you think Gary Busey and the kids explained a dead body with a silver bullet in its head? Because he turned back into a human.
Yeah.
Didn't the sheriff see the wolf though?
Yeah, he was dead.
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't
Yeah.
he? I forgot he died. Early.
Really easy.
Yeah.
You know, you just do the thing. You know, you just be like, "Yeah, the preacher was touching the kid. I walked in, I got mad, shot him. Boom, nailed it."
Or
With a-
you just, because you're out there in the sticks, you just, bury his body out there in the fucking woods somewhere, like,
There's nobody left in the town anyways, so who the fuck's gonna know?
Even better, you
There's
just
like 4
drive his
people left
car
alive.
into the hole that he made when he jumped in.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, yeah, Mr. Leahy did. He just railed right in here and shot himself in the head with his gun on accident. He was
The
drunk
other-
as fuck.
The other thing they did that made no sense is the guy who made the bullet. They were like, "Oh, he's so good," and blah blah blah, and he's like, "Oh, it's got less powder, so it won't tumble." And it's like, wait, but you want a bullet to tumble. That's what causes real damage. Like, I don't understand why you don't want it to tumble.
I think so. It'll go further.
But
when it tumbles, it's going to go all over the place.
Inside the body, a bullet doesn't tumble.
No. That's not what he means. If you have a bullet that's round like that and it's got way too much grain, it'll actually start tumbling midair and then just kind of go wherever.
Oh, does it?
You lose all of its ballistics. Yeah, my dad just recently was testing out, and actually it was about a year ago, he was testing out how hot of a load he could get in his, well, that sounded wrong. How many grains he could put in a bullet with all of his reloading stuff, and he even bought this thing that's like it measures feet per second when you shoot stuff through it. And so apparently when you get too far, it would just like not be accurate. The bullet would be like it would go through the wood sideways.
Yeah. Well, and there's also
this is like
the I don't know, haven't the Mythbusters done a test where they tried to shoot silver bullets and it was too soft or some shit? And
yeah, way too fucking soft.
It didn't go out right and stuff. So if you had a lower grain, it wouldn't deform so fast. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's going out of a handgun anyways. It's like not a long range thing. You could practically just be like, a jizz load in there. It's like,
well, and the guy making the bullet totally knew what was going on. He's like, oh, you're gonna kill a werewolf. I mean, okay, yeah. He's all, fuck, I got all these bullets already made. You want some of these?
That's kind of how he was talking. Well, this is our third werewolf killing this year. I'll go ahead and make this for you.
Although living in a Stephen King world, I guess, you're going to need to have shit to fight monsters. I'm sure the silver bullet will work against vampires, too.
I want to see this in an animated form, and right at the end, I want Rick from, Rick and Morty to show up. And then, where the uncle just is like, you're full of shit, kid. You're making this up. But then at the very end, when he comes through the wall, Rick just portals in. He's like, yep, there's a fucking werewolf. And then Morty's like, yeah, there's a werewolf, you idiot. The universe is big. You know how he has that shtick he does?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rick just murders the shit out of the werewolf.
Feels good. Oh.
Nice.
Damn it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think it's Gary Busey time.
Kentucky Cluckers. I can't remember the name of it already.
Crunchy Cluckers. Come on.
I just want to say country crispy Cluckers.
Country.
With a K.
K-U-N-T too.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What the hell were we watching that had that in the show? That was SwearNet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a good movie. Had Mr. Leahy in it.
I wonder how
it had all those guys, didn't it?
Yeah. You get to see how Mike Smith is in real life.
Yeah.
Oh
my God, he's like the complete polar opposite of Bubbles. It's like Bubbles is like this lovable goofball, whereas Mike Smith is just like
yells all the time and it's annoying and blah.
I feel like it's really hard to get a segue into this. So are we going to do a Gary Busey quote this week?
Well, we had 2 segues, but it keeps on getting interrupted.
We have segues? You have a segue?
Uh-huh.
I don't think that would work in this house. I think you'd fall over pretty easy.
You guys want to know something awesome? Gary Busey on a fucking Segway is a goddamn network TV show just in that in itself.
Well, isn't that what happened to him?
Him just getting on a Segway, reeling down shit. Just put him on a helmet. Put him in a helmet. Could you guys imagine how great that would be? Just watch him like.
He would lean way too far forward and fucking fall over.
Yeah, and the Segway's just like pushing him. He's just like his nose in the dirt. Yeah. I can't get this thing to stand up. Gyro balance my ass.
Oh man! All right, we'll do Gary. Erik translates Busey. We're gonna do Gary translates Erik today, I guess. It's time for Erik translates Busey.
Well. That's the sound the bear makes. That's something you learn on your own, though. It doesn't matter the words I give you. What matters is the words you have inside you to tell you what I just told you in your own way. We gotta recharge your brave batteries. What kind of an idiot are you?
Crunch, Ricky.
All right, Eric Translates Busey is the segment we have on the show where I read a quote from Gary Busey, and Eric translates it for us because nobody knows what the fuck Gary Busey's talking about, and sometimes Eric does. This week's Busey quote is going to be... I didn't choose it, so... I had something earlier, and I forgot what it was, so...
It's funny, you could have just about almost make something up.
Yeah.
Did we already do this one? Chickens and cherries. Did we already do that one?
No.
No? Okay.
Chickens and cherries?
That's all he wrote. Chickens and cherries. What was he doing?
It's like turducken, only with cherries up a chicken's butt.
Chickens, cherries. It's weird.
That is really weird.
I can't think of any possible combination of, well, then again, if you have like a chicken salad sandwich, you have a cherry pie, that seems like a pretty good meal to me.
You know what it was? Is he was going to turn into a werewolf, and he's like, I really want some cherries and chicken as a werewolf. So he stuffed some cherries in a chicken, and then he chased the chicken down when he turned and ate it.
So you're saying that the chicken is still alive while he's stuffing these cherries into him?
Yeah.
I am saying the chicken is still alive while he's stuffing the chicken.
Well, I mean, Gary Busey is pretty rich, too, so he might be able to pay someone to do that for him, unless, I mean, he enjoys the tactile pleasure
Nah, Busey would do it himself.
of shoving cherries up a chicken's butt.
And then he put it in a dog run, and he chased it.
In the middle of the night, so he's in the dark.
All right,
still.
I'm gonna let this one go.
Just go with whatever these idiots just said.
I'm at a loss here. I mean, the only thing I can think of is like fried chicken and cherry pie. That sounds pretty fucking good.
That's actually exactly what he was thinking when he wrote it. Chicken
What do you
and
guys-
cherries.
What do you guys think it would taste like if you got a chicken skin, like one of those really good fried chicken skins, and then you put like some cherry tart inside of it? You think that'd be good, or would it be
No.
gross?
That'd be,
That'd be pretty
gross.
gross.
Now, if you wrapped that around
No.
some bacon, that might be
I don't
alright.
know. See, bacon's kind of the same flavor profile as chicken skin, and it would be good inside of a cherry pie. I bet you'd be like, if it wasn't too sweet. No. If it was more sweet than tart, I bet it would be good.
I don't know. I feel like I would lean more toward the
No.
tart over the sweet.
I mean, I don't know. See, well, it's a tart thing you can eat with bacon. See, I can't think of
I don't
anything.
know.
But there's plenty of sweet stuff, like
some
a piece
tart-
of milk
Don't
chocolate.
don't people eat like grapefruit in the morning? But usually when somebody eats grapefruit, they don't eat the bacon too. They're trying to avoid that bacon when they eat the grapefruit in the morning.
Yeah, in the reality, they should not be eating the grapefruit. They should just be eating, like, hammering bacon down.
God damn it.
Be way better.
That's what I
Wait,
taught my
maybe
daughter
he
to
just
do.
Tastes
wrote that
better.
because he was eating those two in the dark and just guess that's what he was eating.
That's
Yeah.
what
Maybe
he
that's
got
what
in
it
front
was. He ate them both, and he's all, "This is the worst fucking combination."
Chickens and cherries.
Who the
This is
fuck
not
did
right.
this?
He's warning everybody, but
Yeah.
he's super vague on his warning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Told
He's
the
all
chef
eating the
just
pits.
surprise him again, And
I
just
could see
walked
it.
in there with chickens and cherries, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
A really big red warning label, and then underneath it just says chicken and cherries.
Or that's the name of some really weird strip club you went to.
That's true. Like chicken legs and cherries,
Chicks.
Maybe it's a chicken place that also is a strip club.
Cherries thing just no, that's like
There's weird fucking names for strip clubs. Come on, man. I've been playing South Park lately.
it's South
pink
Park. They
hippo?
do
It's the
that
peppermint
shit on
hippo.
Oh, the
purpose.
peppermint hippo. That's right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but the peppermint hippo sounds better than a strip club named Chicken and Cherries.
Put that in the South, people
just-
are gonna go. All right.
Well, how about
It
soggy
just sounds
tots?
like large-bodied women with really small, like thin legs that are also on their period are dancing around. That's what it sounds like to me.
What? What the hell is going on in your brain, child?
Well, I mean, what the hell else is the cherries gonna be, right?
They're
They're not
still-
virgins.
no.
Well,
They're
then
still
again, with that body
virgins.
shape, they might be virgins.
Jason, if they're working at a strip
Maybe
club,
they're-
they're not virgins.
Maybe their nipples look like cherries.
That'd be weird.
I don't know.
Maybe they do that. What was that movie where they put the whipped cream and the whole thing going on? What was that movie?
Oh,
my
I thought you were
God.
gonna say
You know what I'm talking
the
about?
ping pong ball thing, but just with cherries instead of the ping pong ball.
No.
It's a desserts only restaurant where they put a chick out on the table and they put all the desserts over her nude body. Yes.
It's like those fucking sushi restaurants.
Yeah.
Why would you call it chicken though? You would be like
Chicks and cherries. There you go.
pussy and cherries. That makes more sense.
Chicks and cherries.
Kitties and cherries.
Oh man.
I mean, naked ladies and cherries sounds way better than
know, do you think-
chickens.
I don't know, like say like you order one of those and like you're like eating off of it and then you realize, wait a minute, this is the dude. And that is not a banana I'm grabbing, is it?
Oh God.
And that was Eric Translates Busey for this week.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Hold it in. Hold it in. Ah!
Oh, let go. Oh God. I knew we should have eaten in the dark.
Oh God damn it.
Ricky's over there. I touched his. I licked her nipple. I licked her nipple. Oh God.
Damn it. Oh man. What rating did you guys give this movie?
Ricky, that was my
I
nipple.
gave this movie 3.5 stars.
I gave it 3 stars.
I give it 2.
I gave it 3.
And I gave it 2 stars. Next week's movie is Ricky's Choice. What are you gonna choose?
So seeing as how we're still going up like kind of scary movies and stuff like that, I figured I would try Annabelle Creation.
Oh.
We own that.
We do own that.
No.
Damn bitches.
That is a good choice, Ricky. I like
This
it.
one is scarier than the first one too.
Like
You've
you don't
already seen
see
it?
the
Son of
stupid.
a
I
bitch.
watched, I watched it in theaters.
What? And you also don't see the stupid demon thing too either.
No,
right?
you see the demon.
Oh, is it still stupid? Demon
It's still
thing?
stupid.
Oh,
Is it like a
okay.
prequel?
It is a prequel.
Okay, because of creation. Okay.
Yeah. So you see where it all
Okay.
came from and stuff.
So I'm gonna
Just
need
watch
like
it.
a lot of happy thoughts after this. You know
Yes.
this. Because little kids and la 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 shit is not my cup of tea.
Perhaps you watch I'm a Happy Feet with the penguin.
That was a
And
dumb
then-
movie.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Although the only time that I seen it, I was making out with someone, so I don't actually. No, what happened?
Eric's like, who?
Not you.
When does this happen?
That's okay. She missed Kung Fu Panda 3 with me. I don't even think we even got. I don't think we got past the opening scene.
Oh, damn it. So okay, so,
Everybody's good with
Annabelle Creation.
Annabelle Creation.
I
Yeah,
guess.
I guess.
All right. Does anybody else have anything you just wanted to bring up? We forgot.
No, I have to watch Happy Thoughts now, thanks to Ricky. I'm just like already
You got to prepare.
freaking myself out.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Kelly.
dude.
But but it's a good one. So you know.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not going to say it's the scariest movie. It's still not Conjuring, but it's better than the
Oh,
first.
God.
It's better than the first Annabelle movie. So
I'm sorry, we're supposed to watch scary movies, damn it. And this is scary. It's supposed to be a scary
No,
movie.
that's right. You did good, I guess. But
You guys don't sound happy about it though.
I'm gonna have my full house on cue.
Great
just
thanks, Ricky.
watch Full House
You
while
son
you're
of a
watching it.
bitch. Everywhere you
What? I'm gonna be screaming watching it. Unless they have some kind of creepy doll on there, and I'm like, all right, change it.
Well,
We're
there's
watching
gonna
at
be
the
a
same
creepy
time.
doll.
No, the other one.
Oh,
Why do I at the
crap.
same time? You don't know how Happy Thoughts work. How
What a
how
dork.
how could you
You're
not know
gonna
this?
have to watch Full House and Annabelle Creation at the same time. That is a
Let's
weird
cuddle
mix.
one of my mini puppies. It's fine. I'll be fine.
I was saying, like, that is a weird mix. Little kids learning a good life lesson while some kids being possessed and killing their siblings. I mean,
It'd be really weird to see one of the characters from Full House walk into the set of the other one and then just talk to the kid, and then they like, the
oh
kid's
god,
like,
yeah, like the kid
feel
from
better.
like
I
in
feel
Full
like somebody
House,
actually
like
loves
walks
me.
across the
And
TV
then
and
screen
then they just
background.
quit
into the
murdering
other
people,
movie.
and then walk back in, and everybody's happy and fine.
Fucking Danny brings a kid in, just sits down and talks
Yeah.
to him.
Dude,
Man,
Kelly
listen,
would
you
shit
need to
her
clean your
pants.
room. This dirty room bullshit's not gonna fly anymore.
Kelly would shit her pants. She's watching both shows, and then that happens. She'd be like, "What? No, no!
But nowadays,
Don't go over there! You're gonna die!
Nowadays, if Bob Saget showed up on Annabelle, though, he'd be cussing like fucking crazy.
Oh,
It's just-
yeah.
All right. If nobody has anything, I think that'll be it.
Yep.
Make sure you guys check us out next week as we watch Annabelle Creation. We'll be streaming youtube.com/deathbylagpresents, twitch.tv/heroicadventure. So we'll be streaming that 7 to 9. Nope, 7 to whenever. It's not 9, but 7 to whenever we finish Pacific time on those two. You can also download the podcast on iTunes, Google Play Store, and Stitcher. Check those out. Just look for 2.5 stars on that. You can follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter at Turkadur. You can follow Eric on Twitter at
Wicked Severe.
You can follow Kelly on Twitter at
Sugar Snuggles.
Follow Jason on Twitter at
Unbelievable one.
You can follow Ricky on Twitter at
I guess it's furry Twitter balls.
That's right. We got it all up and running. Everybody tweet Ricky.
And
Dick
Twitter
Dick pics
is,
are more than
yes.
welcome on Ricky's.
Yes.
And
please.
Twitter does not have an E in it, so just spell Twitter without the E.
Whoop.
Furry
away.
Twitter balls
Oh shit!
without
I got
the
something
E.
on screen. Didn't mean to
Or
put that
Need
up
to
there.
make a
No
graphic.
spaces, too.
Yeah.
Stupid thing. Yeah, I need to do a whole thing. God damn it!
And it's not responding.
It
God
won't go
damn it,
away.
Billy!
There it goes.
Billy, I need one of my Hummels.
Fucking Hummels.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. So yeah, check all that stuff out and come back next week. But until then, we'll talk to you guys on Sunday.
Bye.
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 See ya.
Bye.